Hi, my name is George Willobo with Global Events Canada. Now, welcome to the profiles. And we are at Creative Hub, the home of Swiss Effect and Abu Shots. And these are the best guys in the business within the community so far. And if you want, trust them with photography, videography, live streaming, and also media training. But most importantly, also if you have service or product kind of business ads, now they are the best in the business. And tonight or today, we are also glad that we are utilizing this state-of-the-art studio for the first time. And our second guest in this studio today is a very brilliant, beautiful, young Ugandan corporate woman that flew all the way from Uganda to attend a business summit or a business convention here in Canada. And we wanted to have a sit down with her to be able to understand the landscape of real estate. Welcome, Janet.
Thank you very much, George. I appreciate it. A
We've
very kind introduction.
I try. So basically, we are here, and you traveled a few days ago, and you've been in the country for. Welcome to Canada, by the way.
Thank
and
you.
They say Toronto.
Toronto.
Welcome to Toronto, and we appreciate you being here. And it's amazing to see how someone young and with a very big profile. Mm-hmm. Tell us, who is Janet Mugume?
First of all, young is a lie. I'm not young. I just maybe try to look young, and thank God. But thank you very much.
Yeah.
Canada has been great.
Yeah.
The few days I've been here, so far so good.
Yes.
No complaints. Everyone's really kind. Yeah, my name is Janet Mugume, and I am Ugandan, born and raised. And like, are you asking for like personal? Are you
Yeah. You're Ugandan born. Where do you? Which part of Uganda do you come from? And because like some people are Ugandan, but they did not even study in Uganda for that matter. Because you may even have some OGs and OBs and like, oh, this is Janet. I studied with you. And
no, I born in Uganda.
Yeah.
In Kampala. Went to school in Uganda, and I mean, for my kindergarten, primary school, secondary school, all in Uganda.
Yeah.
For my universities, when I left to study a bit, I was in South Africa for a bit, then I went to the UK, and then I came back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I live in, but I moved back. I live in Uganda, and
Oh, yeah?
I've been working there for the last over 10 years or so.
Yeah, so I've just been notified that we are streaming live on Global Events Canada YouTube platform, and the link is going to be availed shortly. And also, I may also share with you, particularly, be able to actually, let me share with Janet, you, and then you can be able to share it out. So, from the perspective of from your diaspora experience, I know and believe that you've had a lot of engagements back in the diaspora, and also studying in the diaspora, and also being able to work. Maybe you worked in the diaspora as well?
It was really short.
Short time.
Really
okay.
Short span.
And when you went back home, and now you're coming into the Canadian space, the Ugandan Canadian space. Tell us about your interaction, particularly regarding the Ugandan diaspora engagement that you've been having for the past few days, and the interests that brings you into Canada, but also most importantly, what brings you to Canada in this particular time.
Right. So this particular trip, I was invited by the organizers of the Uganda Canadian Business Expo.
Yeah.
Mr. Roni Mayanja invited us here as part of, as Nssf.
Yeah.
Because he has been, with us. He has seen the projects and investment opportunities that we have, and he thought this would be a great opportunity for us to, come to the ground here and see how the people are and what they're interested in and how we can be involved. And I will say I think what has stood out for me the most here has been the enthusiasm and the commitment amongst people in the diaspora to kind of reconnect with Uganda, and not just emotionally, but also I'll say like economically and structurally, like how can they become involved? They want to. I've noticed that there's a keen interest in investing back home, and trying to figure out where they can plug in meaningfully, either to plugging in to see where they can make lucrative investments. And I think it's become clear to me that institutions like us, Nssf, need to continue bridging that gap of trust and opportunity, and letting people know what kind of opportunities are still
And
there.
actually, by the way, it's from the earlier introduction that you made, you forgot to tell us that you are actually the real estate manager of Nssf.
I'm manager real estate sales.
Real estate sales.
Yes, so we have a big real estate department at Nssf.
And
we have projects, analysts, sales.
And building from that, what was the, because I believe that you're looking at the diaspora right now for your investments in real estates, but someone may be asking themselves, like the journey of Nssf in real estate itself. Are you able to give us that journey? Because we've known Nssf particularly for saving. It's a national saving. What's the fund?
Social Security.
The National Social Security Fund.
Yeah.
And we believe and know that Nssf is only for saving money for old age and stuff like that. So you are changing the mindset and being able to now bring in aspects like real estate, investment in this and that. So can you give us that journey of Nssf in this particular new area of real estate?
Right. So I think the best way I can explain it is Nssf we work based off an act. There's an Nssf Act. We are governed by law to an extent, meaning if you're in formal employment in Uganda, we are there to receive your contributions from your employers, and of course a small portion from you, the employee. And our mandate as the fund is to invest that money to create return on investment for the savers, so that when you get to retirement age, you're able to get something substantial that you can maybe live off of. So again, based off of the law and the mandate that we have, we invest in 3 asset classes. The 3 asset classes are fixed income, which is like your government bonds, treasury bills and such. Equities, which is shares in companies and stock exchange, those things. And then real estate. So there are only 3 areas that we can invest. So people know us for collecting money, but they don't know that the reason their interest, every year when you get that notification of you've got an interest or whatever, it's because of how we invested. You understand? So we allocate, there's certain allocations that are made in different investments. The biggest chunk goes to fixed income, then equities, then real estate has the smallest one. So it's always been there. It's a growing sector that we are in, but it's how once we make these developments in real estate, for example, we want to, maybe for example, the ones that we build, we want to sell them off, and we want we want to get that return that we can pay out to our savers. So in that kind of mandate, because I want to pick your mind from the mandate itself, does that mandate capture the people, the Uganda, because you're trying to financially secure Ugandans, and does that mandate secure the people or persons in the diaspora as well? So not necessarily. Okay, let me explain it this way. Our mandate is for people who are employed in Uganda. However, when we do our investments, for example, in real estate, we don't restrict to just Ugandan savers. When we put our projects out there, we are building for everybody. Because for us, if everybody, if the project does well, it means our savers will benefit, but also the people, whether you're a saver or not, you've gained, for example, a great, well-built house with the right documentation. You see, so there's a benefit for everyone, whether you are a member of ours or not. But our mandate is that when we do this real estate projects, for example, we are getting a return on them that is paid out to our savers, the people who save
Okay,
with
so
us.
that this gives us, like, for instance, let me say, between NSSF, let's say NSSF real estate and some of the opportunities, the diaspora opportunities. So in which areas then does, like from the overview that you've provided, at what point or from which angle does this person like me, who is currently in Canada, citizen in Canada, how do I benefit from some of these portfolios that you have?
Right. I think the best way to look at it is NSSF is our credibility as a fund
Yes.
is built on decades of secure financial stewardship, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Meaning we've built a really good brand for ourselves as who we are.
Yes.
So when we build, for example, a house in Lubowa, like the ones that I'm selling,
Yes.
you as a diaspora person, when you're
Yes.
coming back home or if you're visiting or you're investing or for your family that's there, you know that if you had to come and choose who you're purchasing from, for example,
Yes.
you'll consider us. Why? Because of the credibility that our organization
That
has.
you have, yes.
You know that we've used the best materials. You know that
Yeah.
it's structurally sound. You know that the legal tenure of the property or the land
Yes.
is clear. You know that we are, because of the kind of organization that we are, the credibility that we have, the stakes are high for us to ensure that it's a great product. So we believe that for the diaspora, we are that trusted person or property or institution that you would come to first. Of course, the songs you hear all the time of diaspora sending money back home, and then they expected a house, they came, there was a fraction of it, or all of those things. So we believe that that's where we come in for you guys. Because there you benefit, you know that you're getting a good quality, you know, good value.
Yes.
And a good value product, and you're content. We've also sold the product, so I really see this as a win-win situation for diaspora and for us.
And as you know, like the diaspora right now makes up the most powerful investment kind of target market for most of the investments that are in Uganda. Most importantly, like in the real estate business. What is NSSF doing so far to like attract that market in terms of accessibility? Because I have interacted with most of the individuals. In fact, even when you made a presentation, I attended the event that you made some presentation at. And the question that most people had was like, how do I access my money? And they are not yet looking at the real estate itself, but it's like a demand from the diaspora people, somebody that has changed status. Let's say they're either dual citizens or they are just a Canadian citizen now. They are now permanently relocated to, let's say, Canada or any other part of the world. They are in the diaspora, and they have left, like, say, some millions of their money in custody of NSSF. There are 3 questions. Number 1, how does that person access their money? Number 2, what is and how is NSSF trying to attract the diaspora investment into the real estate market that you have right now? And and what are the value propositions that you do have that other private equity entities that are involved in the real estate that may not be having, but NSSF may have?
Okay, I'll go over them one by one.
Yes, sure.
The first one being people who, for example, have immigrated to the diaspora.
And they want their money.
First and foremost, like I said during my presentation, the money is there and it is safe. It is absolutely safe. If you have your details, if you can prove, because immigration is one of the few ways you can actually get your money out.
Yes.
They would comfortably and quickly send it back to you here in Canada.
Yes.
Yeah, if you can prove the status of it, there's some other information that is required.
Okay.
But your money is safe. We keep telling, we announce interest every September.
Okay.
So if you left 10 years ago and you left 1 million, I can guarantee you there's a lot more money there right now.
So I want you to repeat the other part where you said, like, if I want my money, I need to prove, what do I need to prove? I need to just bring proof of my status now?
I would not be, because again, I work in the real estate section.
Yes.
What I can tell you is there's certain
criteria.
Certain criteria you have to meet for you to get your funds back.
Okay.
However, if you are legally here in Canada,
yes,
and you can prove that you have emigrated
to Canada,
last I heard, everyone is able to get their funds back.
Yes.
We have a great Nssf on all social media platforms. Nssf UG. It's there on Twitter. It's on Twitter, LinkedIn.
Yes.
All of those are platforms to reach out. However, the one I always recommend is customer service at nssfug.org. Simply reach out there.
Yes.
State that you've moved. It's the quickest process. In fact, even on our website, there is a detailed breakdown of what is required if you have left the country.
I actually know of, this is actually to guide and help a viewer out there that is struggling with this question, because I know a person that is here in Canada that went back and withdrew their about 200 million, and they used that money to actually do a mortgage here.
See?
And it was something that, it was so quick and fast for them as well, and it took, of course, he did a lot of due diligence first, but also he did a lot of asking the questions. He went back home more than 2 or 3 times, and went straight to the offices to make sure that he does but he didn't want anything to happen to his money. He was very worried. But when he got his money, he eventually invested it into Canada here, and he's now doing a mortgage with that money.
Yeah.
But that is very, like, I can attest to that because I know someone that, but I'm also demanding mine. Maybe I'll have to go back home and
you
then
don't
get
have
it.
to go back home. You
Yeah?
don't have to. Simply contact our customer care.
And I can process the money while here.
Yes,
I don't need to go.
Absolutely. If you have the right documentation, I think for the more important documentations, you might need to notarize, but that's a service that you have here in Canada.
Yes, very
just
reliable.
to verify your documentation
Yes.
and things like that. But
Yeah.
I've not heard of anyone who has been able to have, the right documents, they've emigrated legally, who has been
Yes.
unable to get their money. We are quite, I would say even our turnaround time is pretty decent and impressive. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And the value proposition that you have for the persons and people in the diaspora?
I think for me, the biggest value proposition I have for them, like I told you, is our credibility.
Yeah.
Because credibility is everything.
Yes.
I can tell you that we have so many customers from the diaspora already who come and realize that actually this is bigger value for money. There's so
Yes.
many things. Our payment terms, for example, for our project in Solana, in Lubowa, we do not charge you an interest on paying for these properties.
Oh.
Yes, there's no
That's a
interest
good
charged.
one. In fact, it's where I wanted to go in terms of understanding, because for Ugandans in Canada considering to invest in real estate, let's say back home, and I wanted to know the specific Nssf projects, real estate projects that someone can really like invest and contribute their money towards and be able to like own a home or property.
I'll tackle them, but I wanted to first tell you the diaspora value proposition.
The value proposition,
then
yes,
I will
yes.
go into the project. So
Yes.
that was just an example of things like that.
Yeah.
Our credibility, right?
Yes.
The fact that we have, project-specific salespeople,
Yeah.
who know it in and out,
Yes.
who will get to know the customer, and even if you're far, they are reachable on phone, WhatsApp, video call, whatever it is,
Yes.
to take you through it, because we know convenience and, timing for you guys is different from the ones who live back home and can come and visit. You can trust that we have ongoing pre, post, and during the process communication,
Yes.
project progress, handovers,
Yeah.
things that I feel are not that common with the usual brokerage system that we have in Uganda. There's a level of detail and structure that people in the diaspora have become accustomed to.
Yeah.
And we believe that we are able to give you that kind of value add-on onto that.
Yes.
More than anything else, that our credibility means, like I told you before, our land tenure.
Yeah.
How legal and how authentic are the documentation that we are giving you.
Yes.
You hear these stories of
Impel.
titles that are not
buying air.
Buying air. That would never be us. Another big one that I keep thinking of is, for example, with Solana, we are building a small city, and I'll go into that.
Okay.
We are technically zoning for you because we own, quite a bit of the land, and we are phasing it out. It means tomorrow you won't wake up and a bar has you know,
Yeah.
pitched up right next to your house, and
Yeah.
which is a big challenge in Uganda.
I saw a story where someone just woke up and the neighbors has established a chicken poultry farm.
Absolutely. All those kinds of things, those horror stories, we hear about them all the time. So I think for us, our value proposition is we are determined to make that process easy for you. Me coming here is proof that we understand the value of the customer that we have out here in the diaspora.
Yes.
We are investing in things like these trips and sponsoring these events so that you people know what is there. I don't think you're targeted too well in that regard, and we want to be that, we believe that these trips are just the beginning of it. We want to be more present in your spaces going forward so that you feel included. You may not live there, but you know that there's this organization that's thinking of us, that's, you know, it's business, but business of people who are actually trying to tailor something to you. Then regarding the projects that we have currently, we have 3 main ones. The one that we are actively selling is the one I've been talking about, Solana Lifestyle and Residences.
That is Solana. Solana in Lubowa.
Yes, Solana Lifestyle and Residences in Lubowa. It is a master planned to be over 3,660 acres, right?
Okay.
We currently have done phase 1, which has 306 units.
306 units.
Yes. And
those are like houses,
villas. Those are sold out.
Yeah.
Townhouses, apartments, bungalows, all of those are there. 6 gated communities. Okay, gated communities with a clubhouse which has a swimming pool, children's play area, CCTV cameras. We've done all the infrastructure that's necessary: paved roads, running lanes. Mention it, we've done it. We are really trying to build gated communities. It's a new thing in Uganda, but we are really trying to be the pioneers of it. So for Solana, we've been selling now for just over a year and a half, going on to 2 years. And we are at about 60% in our sales. So we still have about 40% of the units still available, but they are moving quite fast. So that's our more upscale project.
Yes.
Phase 2 should be coming soon.
Yeah.
Then soon and up and coming is Temangalo housing project.
Oh, the famous Temangalo.
Temangalo.
I started hearing about Temangalo when I was still in school, but I never knew and I never expected it to. The last visit I went home and I passed around that area and I was amazed. I was like, I thought this was a village.
It's not going to be a village much longer. We have now that is our boldest, in my opinion, one of our boldest real estate projects that we have tackled. It is master planned to have over 3,500 units.
3,500 units,
yes,
like in form of villas,
it's going to
townhouses.
have everything from apartments, some bungalows, some villas, and currently
that's a full city.
It's basically a full city, but phase 1 will only have 550.
Okay. We
are just over 50% on construction, and this is going to be our most affordable project to date.
The most of it's going to be, or it is?
It's not yet. We haven't started selling it.
Oh, you've not yet started selling it?
No. That's what I'm saying. But there's a lot of interest in it. So we are looking to come to the market soon.
Okay.
So I would say whoever is interested and is seeing this deal,
because actually you need to even talk prices.
Not yet. I don't have them, unfortunately. But very soon, that's something we are working on. Very soon, they're going to come out onto the market for sale.
Yeah, actually, like how do, like, if I want that kind of information where you're coming into the market, so everything will be up for grabs from scratch, right? So someone who is like viewing right now would want to be interested in maybe booking or getting to know, like, how do I get...
If you go onto our website, nssfug.org, under real estate, there is a form you can sign. Once you go in there and say buy, you just put your name, contact number, email address, and my team will put you onto their database.
Oh, okay.
We will, whenever a project is ready and we start selling, we have a big campaign that we run, and it is documented everywhere. However, if you're also on the mailing list, you will be contacted about, this, especially for you guys in the diaspora, because I think a lot of our adverts might miss them
us,
because you're not here.
They miss
but
us.
that's why I would like for people to try and get onto the database so that we can connect with you and let you know when this is available.
So again, there is a form that one fills from the Nssf official website.
Nssf website, you just go under real estate.
Yes, real estate.
There's buy, rent, click on the buy. You will see they are listed there. There's Solana Lifestyle and Residences, Temangalo, and then Kyanja off-taker project.
So when do you know that it's now, like wouldn't it be filled up by before even you open up? Because these are like, do you do pre-vet, like do you vet these forms, or because what's the pre-qualification, like the qualification?
Pre-qualification is a Canadian thing, unfortunately. For us in Uganda, it's a first come, first serve, meaning if you have the funds, please come and purchase.
And you see when you see...
Because you see vetting here, I think has to do with like credit, because I'm certain here people don't pay upfront for a house the entire amount, 100%.
Yes.
So you guys have to, ours is not like, you know how it is in Uganda. It's what we do give is payment terms. We'll give you, the payment terms are still up in the air. They've not yet been decided for Temangalo, but we encourage, you know, if you're interested, at least sign up. When they come, you'll be surprised. If you find that, it's something that's affordable, maybe for you to pay over 2 years,
Okay.
Yeah, but the reality, the honest reality is we don't have those vetting processes because we are not a credit-based organization.
And Uganda is actually a cash economy, more of a cash economy, not a credit-based economy. So it's a first-come, first-served basis. If someone is interested and they can, for us, our commitment is cash down. Yes.
That's
the cash down.
Cash down.
So you come with the money in a sack and then put it down.
No, absolutely not. I will never take money in a sack.
So how does that? Because now, like, say I am here and I want to be able to make my payment. So all that process is streamlined in the website, right?
If you want to make your payment, you're going to be talking to my sales team.
So you have like a case manager, or
absolutely.
Okay.
There's no, you don't just, it's not a automated process. No, we will be dealing with a sale, because I'm assuming if you're here first and foremost, you need to know what you're choosing. That's where my sales team comes in. They're going to go and walk you through what the project looks like, or if there's floor plans that they can share,
and the payment plans.
Everything is shared to you by them.
This may sound preemptive, but I'm trying to trigger you to tell us a little bit of values that we are talking about, because from the conversation you'll be wanting to really know, because somebody's mind listening right now will be like, but how much are they? Like, what is the range are we looking at?
You see, if I start going into ranges, you'll quote me if it's something different. That's my
that person told us.
Yeah, she said it was this much, and yet I can't confirm. But in the region there, maybe the starting point for our smallest would be like between 90 and 100 million. And
90 million
to 100 would potentially be in the 500 million range.
Okay.
But again, that is...
So this is more preemptive still, but now you trigger another question that, so how small is small and how big is big?
I know that one you've asked a very difficult, because we are still under construction. Those finer details we'll share at a later date. But there's, like I've said, there's everything from studio apartments, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3-4 bedroom bungalow. In
fact, that detail is very important, actually. It's nice. The way you're stating it, like from studio, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, bungalow, and all that.
Once again, you have to be careful in case
with the information.
Not even just the information. In case something changes, until it's final. You can't, I can only speculate.
So actually, this is actually a little bit on the sideline as well. So does Nssf do pre-construction kind of sales as well?
We haven't done that yet, but we are considering it for Temangalo. That's why I'm saying to be on the lookout for it.
It will be a good one.
Exactly.
You buy as construction goes on.
Okay. We are looking into that direction. It's not something we've done in the past. Normally we sell on completion.
Yes. And you recently actually attended the, going back to your intro, when, like, what brings you to this, and you recently attended the convention itself. And from your presentation, you are looking at, of course, investments from people in Canada into some of these properties and in some of these real estate projects and developments that you are doing. The question here is though, those specific projects that Nssf is currently doing that you can share with our viewers and say, hey, people in Canada, look out for, as you're stating them, but look out for A, Temangalo, B, this one, A, this one, but also you can also precondition our ears to like future projects, like say, okay, there's another one in Kaviramaido.
So the projects currently, the one we are selling is Solana Lifestyle and Residences.
Solana,
it's on the market.
That is in
Lifestyle
Lubowa.
and Residences in Lubowa. That's our more high-end project. Coming on the market potentially soon, like I said, is Temangalo.
Temangalo.
Also potentially coming on the market soon is Kyanja of Taker project.
Kyanja.
Kyanja, you know the area Kyanja?
Yes, like that place is they've zoned. I don't know the zoning criteria of Kampala, but the truth is that place has changed the entire Kampala landscape because it has a feel. You know, the previous, like during those times when we used to look at Kololo but when you go into the Kyanja areas these days, it's really, really another feel altogether.
Yeah,
and the constructions that, so what you have properties in Kyanja?
It's just going to be 2 and 3 bedroom apartments. Yeah.
So they're high rises.
High rises, about 160 units. Yeah.
Like it's like I heard you say 160 like storage units.
No, not 160.
Storage floors.
No, multiple about.
So like that would be the tallest building in Kampala.
No. 160 total, but
yes,
in the same we are building about 4 or 5. I can't do the math correctly, but they're going to be 2 and 3 bedroom apartments.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's actually something that is common these days for property developers looking into the high rise and then condominium sort of settings. So is this also like a condominium?
Yes, if it is, there would be condominium titles, yeah, for that. Because, you know, with the condominium law, I don't know how different it is here in Canada, but for us, it's that's the tenure system that we use for apartments and high rises. Yeah. But that is still also very, very much in the construction phase. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so something that I needed to also give you is people, like say in the diaspora, have very serious issues with trust.
Yeah.
Very, very serious issues with trust. So the transparency that, let's say, Nssf creates actually is the one that may attract someone towards what they are going to invest their money, hard-earned money into. Yeah. So what are like the you know how you draw up fences and create some comfort in someone that is investing that money into your portfolio, let's say the property portfolio and real estate portfolio. So what are those fences that you've created as Nssf?
You mean like a literal fence?
Yeah, like no. Like in terms of transparency, in terms of being able to win the trust of the public or the communities and most people that are not, they are not confident that my money is going to just disappear, just like someone that buys air and say, okay, how sure am I?
The truth is we can show you better than we can tell you.
Yeah.
You see, everyone can sit and sing a song of trust and I will manage this, but the proof is in the pudding.
Oh, yeah.
You understand? It's not our first project. We've sold out Citadel Place in Umbuya, all those 40 units, no issues. We are really, I think, also understanding the nature of organization we are, and the kind of, we are answerable to many bigger institutions and entities. So because of that, we are very, very, very diligent in our whatever we are doing, we have to. So just off the basis of, the nature of organization that we are, our trust and our brand are the 2 biggest things. Currently, Nssf brand is a big one, and trust is a big thing there because of the amounts. I mean, every person employed in Uganda pays us, you know, an income, privately employed rather in Uganda, pays something to us, and we have to, you know, give them that return. Because of that, we've built a good trust.
Yes.
So the best way I can put it is, we can show you who we are better than we can tell you, because everyone can talk, but what do you really see? We don't have the usual qualms that, you know, people get with. I have to be careful to not make it sound like everyone is a bad developer, but in the sense that those small challenges on credibility, we don't have them. And that's part of the reason how we are trying to bridge those gaps is, I'm here. I am standing here as the face of, you know, I'm here to talk about it. I have shout about it. To shout about it. We are trying to make ourselves as accessible as possible. So that we are not just seen as this money collecting institution. Actually,
you talking about your presence here and also your being here. It actually occurred to me, like, I wanted to ask you this question as well, because in your first presentation, in your first submission, you were mentioning about how the diaspora is being left out in some of the communications. Like, say, if there is any ad or openings that are back home, there is either like information, how they can get that information may be delayed or some. So what is Nssf doing to bridge that gap, like to create that ability for people in the diaspora, in North America, in the UK, in the US? This is not just for Canada only, but those that are in the Middle East, for instance, those that earn less money, let's say little money by the month, but they would love to really invest with a public entity like Nssf, but then they, in the communication, like, how are you bridging that gap?
I mean, it's kind of a tall order to see how we can reach every single person. However, we do what we can where we can with the resources that we can. In this instance, for example, me being here, me sitting in a podcast like this, watched by many people, or me attending the few conventions that I have, is one of the ways that we do that. We come, we sit, we try and remind you of who we are, what we do, but more than anything, the same way in these developed countries, you know, you sign up for things. I've been telling you now about going onto our website and putting your contact information there. Once you're in our database, we are able to comfortably reach out to you. So we encourage people to, you know, reach out. Our website is, and our social media handles are quite clear. You reach out, you ask if it's real estate you're interested in. The real estate team, you know, will get in touch with you. You can leave your details there. We have an email address, realestate@nssfug.org. For general inquiries about your balances, customer service at nssfug.org. Those are ways in which you can create that communication between us. It's hard for us to reach you when you're far away, but if people are interested, that's an option, you know, to reach us. And you were talking about the people who, you know, make, you know, their money wherever and are looking for how to invest. We have a new product called Smart Life Flexi.
Smart Life Flexi.
Smart Life,
That sounds manilicious.
It sounds what?
Manilicious.
As it should. If manilicious is a good thing, that's what we're trying to go for. It's a goal-based saving scheme. It's like a voluntary way to, you know, grow your money.
It's not like pay as you earn.
Pay as you earn is tax.
Oh, okay. It's a tax as you earn the money. But in this case, you are literally working like a saving scheme. Basically.
But through us, you know, given the size of organization that we are some of the biggest investors. So why not trust your small savings with us? That, you know, you come to the people who are trading and investing the big sums on a daily. So now we're finding a new goal-based way for people to save money. It's compounded daily, but paid out as an interest, I think, over the month. Over the first 12 months, you're not charged an interest. I mean, you're not charged a penalty for withdrawal. But after that, you can... excuse me. You have to lock in the money for 12 months.
Okay.
Right?
So you lock the money in 12 months.
For example, okay, let me give it by an example so that it's easier to understand. Let's say you're saving up for, I don't know, your child's school fees for the they're in P5, they're going P6 next year.
Yes.
And you want to move them to a better school. This year you decide, you know what, I want to save up to get that money. So Jan, you put some money, Feb, you put some money into Smart Life until December, right? That's a year's worth of saving.
Yes.
And that money has been compounding in interest.
Okay.
So
what's the return? What's the invest?
It's calculated daily.
Okay.
But you would be informed when you get your statement. You will see like, oh, we got this percentage rate or this percentage interest, and then, you know, once you get, you can do it towards the year. For example, if that was your target, you know, or you was trying to save.
And I get it back.
3 years. Yes, you can take your money out after the 1 year.
So it's like you know, like
to take your money whenever.
you know, like how they do the group saving scheme.
Exactly.
Where if we are in a group of 5 people, so you're the first, we collect a week and then we give to you. We collect a month, we give to you.
Different.
Is
We
that,
don't do that.
that like an example? Because if I'm saving with Nssf every month through the Smart Flexi, Smart Life Flexi, which means I am putting my money, maybe some good amount of money every month. So when what you're saying is that by the end of the year, I can be able to say, hey, Nssf, give me my money with interest.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
So now, how does someone in the diaspora benefit from that?
There's so many ways. You can send money to the account the same way you send money home.
Yes, like
Yes, we have everything from mobile money
yes,
to direct wire transfers.
yes.
Yeah, it's very easy to deposit into it. Yes. Again, guys, our website is so informative.
Yeah,
If I
but
could encourage anything, it's if you're there bored one day, just go into
no, not if you're bored.
.org.
Not if you're bored. It's you see, when you're searching for information these days, I notice that most people are very lazy to like find information. They like information that they are told. You see, like you being here and telling people, they are more likely to listen to what you're saying than going to the website literally. To search for this information.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that they I think what I'm trying to put across is that, again, for the credibility that I like to put, forward, it's that I'm
for
talking
clarity
about it,
as well.
But if someone wanted to really like go in depth on it, because like I said, I work more in real estate, that's my section, but I'm also, for Smart Life, I'm just a saver. I'm doing it voluntarily as myself, you know, towards a goal. But my point is that for that nitty-gritty, for support, all the information on what kind of account do you pay into? Yes. If I'm abroad and, you know, what do I pay into? So all of that information.
So instead of sending money to your brother to eat or your somebody relative who most people are really suffering because some people who are mainly in the Middle East, they have entrusted their money with relatives. Yeah. And by the end of the day, somebody completes, let's say, 2-4 years of hardcore work and only to go back home and they are nowhere, like the person that was keeping their money is nowhere to be seen. They have maybe told them that they are constructing for them a home with the money they have been saving and there is no home, there is no money. Now and they start from zero again. Yeah. So this will be the best. I want you to look into this camera and tell like people in the diaspora really about this flexi because I feel it's something that can relieve somebody, even those that are having, let's say, family back home. So instead of keeping money somewhere, like say you may not have the money right when the time, like say by the end of the year when your kids are going to, let's say, a candidate class. But you can save for them money that can take care of them while in Uganda and with this kind of smart save without, and more so with the interest. Although you are denying to give us the interest rate on it.
To be honest, that's why I like to keep it honest. I work in real estate. I don't have the interest figure on my...
It will be a good one.
I can ask. I really would be happy to do that and I can share with you and then you can share. But I would hate to tell a lie on it.
Yeah, surely.
I genuinely... But what I can tell you is, like I said, for Smart Life, I'm as a fund member, but I'm also a voluntary, you know, I'm also just paying into it. Yes.
So you are actually a client.
I'm a client for that one. That's the truth. I am. No, but Smart Life is, I think it's a great concept. I think we are equipped as the fund to be running a project like that. Yes. A product like that because we do it anyways. Yeah. You know, we invest people's money to get interest. So now we're allowing people the opportunity to voluntarily create some savings. The only commitment that's there is that you save it with us for 1 year.
Yeah.
But after that, you can take it out as and when you need it.
So the maximum is 1 year.
The initial is why we ask for 1 year. Once you put, allow us to hold it for 1 year so that we invest and you get your interest.
Okay.
Yeah, only 1 year is where you don't get a
and there are some incidentals.
Again,
incidentals
you're
like
me in a territory that I genuinely no, I have to be 1,000%
yes,
honest with
I
you.
know.
Smart Life is not somewhere that I can give you the nitty-gritty
Yes,
detail,
yes.
which is why I keep referring to the website.
Yeah, so for our viewers, if you are very much interested about into the scheme, the saving scheme of Smart Life Saving or Smart Life Flexi with Nssf, you need to visit the website. The official website is nssf.ug.
nssfug.org.
nssfug.org.
Yeah.
So for your accurate information regarding this particular savings scheme, I also like it. I love the name alone itself. It's very brilliant. And mind you, we are at the Creative Hub, and this is the home of Swiss Effect and also Abu Shots. Now, these are the best guys in the market right now, and they do amazing job, and they are very, very creative in terms of media. So we are streaming live on Global Events Canada platform, YouTube page, and also we shall be establishing a new way and a new mechanism of you being able to receive this feed. But don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you can support us and also support the growth of these amazing creative brains that are bringing to you this right now. And today we are lucky to actually be hosting one of the real estate sales manager at Nssf Uganda. And she is the second guest that we are having in the studio of Creative Hub, and we are so humbled to be having her. So, Janet, in Uganda right now, real estate is more or less like a hot cake, a new cake into the investment market. Like, as NSSF, real estate department, what are some of the challenges that you've seen in this market that is, of course, you're in, where there's everybody is in there for the good and the bad reasons, but most importantly from the prism or from the angle of real estates and from the perspective that NSSF looks at things, what are some of the technical and the challenges that you have?
I think just the most overarching one that I can think of is regulation, like regulating of our sector in terms of you know, brokers. Anyone is a broker.
Yeah, the concern is
anyone, as long as they can, you know,
they can.
So because of that, it creates that uncertainty on how legitimate something is.
Yes.
You're never really sure. You have to do extra background check. But again, that given that the nature of organization that I work for,
yes,
we do everything as the fund, you know, the projects management to plan what it's going to look like, the sales, we do it in-house as our team, the property management is done by us. So my lens of property is quite different from what, because I don't play in the market of the everyone
others,
else. I play, our market is quite well, not our market, our sector, the bit that we do is, I think, well organized for the fund, because we have our own analysts, we have a property management team, we have a property sales team, we have so I think for me, my one big thing is the regulation of the market and how, you know.
And the vision, because I love the vision, the whole vision of doing various projects and investing the savers' money very wisely into high value investment areas like real estate. But now, what would be like the long-term vision for particularly those that are in the diaspora? And with the diaspora, I mean those that are in North America, Europe, and the Middle East, for purposes of making sure that they are you know, attracted more towards the projects that NSSF are having for the integrity and all these good things and the attachment and the security boundaries and fences that, of course, someone will feel secure with. What will be like the long-term vision for that engagement?
To be honest with you, for me, when I see our audience, we don't segment it to diaspora and just the average Ugandan, because every person wants something that is decent and good. You see, so I can't say that I'm doing this particular development for. What I can say is our standards are high, and the quality of what we are doing is really good. That we believe, for example, our gated communities are something that the diaspora is quite familiar with.
Yes.
Maybe on the market locally, people are learning, you know, are getting familiar with it and are starting to like it.
Yeah.
But what I can say is, and I had said before, is we are trying, we are making our steps in trying to reach you people, you know, to be present and not, like I say, part of our long-term goal is to be present where every Ugandan is. You know, because NSSF shouldn't just be for the ones that are back home. If there's someone here who, you know, is interested and looking for real estate, let them think to come to NSSF first, you know, see what we have. We are really quite approachable. We are trying to stay away from that perception of being this building of, you know, this unapproachable. No, we are actually quite an approachable institution, one that is trying to cater to everybody's needs and, you know, requirements, and wherever we can, while still making good investment decisions.
You know, outside, as you were saying that thing, and I was reflecting towards some of the things you said, and I was thinking, so if we are saving as Ugandans, okay, like I'm home working for a company that I'm contributing to NSSF, but what if you just allocate these monies that let's say NSSF, they are contributing towards to NSSF, and you just allocate everyone a property. Like, that's just a wild thought, you know, like how you...
I'm glad you used the word wild, because it's very wild.
Because these are
backed by the law. Nothing we do.
Okay, so you don't invest without consent of the...
Our investments are guided by the law.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are the 3 asset classes we're allowed to.
Yes.
And again, like with real estate, the most we can do is get that return on investment through sales on a fair basis, first come, first serve. But we don't, that is a wild.
And by the way, maybe you may find when someone is viewing this video anytime or any day in the next near future, and is wondering, like, they are working and they are living in Uganda, they have been contributing their money into NSSF. What's the age? At what age do they access that money? And what are the conditions of accessing their money, by the way?
There are many conditions. So you can access it at 45, that's for midterm benefits.
45 years old.
You'd have to be 45 years old, but there's other criteria to get it. Midterm only is a percentage, not the entire amount. The rest you'll get at retirement age, which should be 55. 50 if you're unemployed, and 55 if you are, 55 if you are employed. Yeah.
Okay.
Retirement age is when you can get it. That's the age that you can collect your funds. Yeah.
Okay. And now this is the segment of our show where we ask the rapid fire questions. And it's I love this segment because it kind of, you know, gives us relatable, very strictly relatable, you know, ideas and perceptions that you may have as a guest. I know your name is Janet Mugume, and we just wanted to understand how do you keep yourself free? I was going to say young, but at the beginning of the show, so how do you keep yourself free from mental stressors?
I listen to music. I really like music.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, music, I watch a lot of YouTube.
Okay.
I just, whatever I can to just switch off.
So, and the next one is, are you married?
Yes, I am.
And how do you keep yourself from marital stress? Is it the same?
I mean, No, you can't. You can't manage marital stress with YouTube. No, no.
Yes.
Really, first marital stress communication. You just need to be able to communicate. I
Oh
think
yeah.
if you can communicate, you can get through a lot. You know, or you can. Being able to express yourself is a thing, but you should always communicate. I don't think marital stress is an affliction, something that you have to go through. You have to deal with. You can't just avoid. Yeah, yeah.
In this career in real estate, what would be you consider as your biggest achievement?
Mine. Oh my gosh, my biggest achievement is my current the work that I'm doing now at the fund.
Okay.
I started off as just a junior sales officer, you know. So to grow
You worked
as far as I have, yeah, that's for me that's an
a
achievement.
big one.
Yeah, especially with an institution as credible as Nssf. Yeah, that's a big one for me.
And how do you manage gender harassment in workplaces? And have you experienced it before? Because like as a woman and walking and climbing the ladders, the career ladder, is quite challenging in Uganda. More so when you're like from school, from junior stage to where senior position that you may be having or even you're going to.
Harassment is a very harsh word. I can't lie and say that I've experienced that. And again, maybe this is kudos to Nssf, but they actually have internal programs for women to to get into so that you can rise up in the ranks.
Yes.
I mean, also, luckily, I would like to hope that people have strict HR policies on things like that where they can report, but I've not been victim to harassment. I think being good at what you do and confident at what you do means people will give you the respect that you deserve.
What is your perspective with regards to one word for the potential that the diaspora investment hold?
It's immense. That's my word. There's immense potential here. Yeah,
and
untapped, immense and untapped. Sorry, I've added another.
So what is your key takeaway from your community interactions with the Ugandans in Canada?
I think my key takeaway is that there's an actual need. There's that people really want. The diaspora is ready. You know, the diaspora is interested in what is happening at home. They are interested in having something that will generate them some, maybe passive income back in Uganda. They, they're at that point. I think there's a level of financial security that the diaspora seems to have that is allowing them to get that point where they want to, look back into home and see what they can do there. So it's an opportunity for us, not just us as Nssf, but for organizations back home to really open their eyes out on an untapped potential out there.
So I don't know why I love the word young, but
okay, you can use young,
as a young married woman, what is that thing that in your real estate life, but also in the corporate world right now, what is that one thing that you're passionate about?
I'm passionate about mentoring. I feel like in both corporate and entrepreneurship, there's almost like I don't call it a secrecy, but you can't really know how people got where they got, You just see them there and you imagine they woke up one day and they were.
You can't know their journey.
Real and honest feedback or real and honest mentorship to tell people like, look, this journey is not that easy. What seems like hard times are sometimes just a stepping stone for bigger things to come. To tell people to hang in there, or giving people the tools to see or to know when a situation doesn't serve them, and you hang that up and focus on the next thing. But just that general mentorship of talking young people through it, because right now we are in such a fast-paced world of such quick attention span that people also expect such shortcuts to success. You know, like I'm going to create this app and it's going to be, downloaded by 100 million people. The odds of that happening are so slim. So I would rather mentor and tell the reality, the story of what it takes, the tenacity, the being able to find things that keep motivating you. That's something that I'm passionate about, because woof, the journey for me was also hectic. So.
And 2 more questions.
Yeah.
Okay, 3. I want you to speak to a Ugandan that has their money or is planning to accumulate some money and wants to invest back home.
This time I'm not going to fall into that trap. I have real estate.
Yes.
I'm here on real estate business.
Yes.
If you're looking to invest, I would encourage you, if you're at home or if you're ever in Kampala, to come by our offices, come by Nssf offices at Workers' House.
Yeah.
Or, for example, at Solana in Loboa, we have a sales suite there with sales staff. Come by and have a look at what we have to offer. I think seeing is believing. If you're unable, call us. There's nothing. We have done even video calls with our customers and clients elsewhere. So I would start with real estate, because at the end of the day, my go-to is, it doesn't matter what we have, you all need a roof over our heads.
Yes.
So if you're looking to invest, I would recommend that. We have Smart Life Flexi, like I talked about.
Yeah.
And it is a really good product, because as the fund, we do this on a daily basis. We are now just giving people the opportunity to save, whether they are, salaried employees in Uganda, whether it's diaspora. This product fits everybody.
Yes.
Yeah. And that one, like I said, all our information, both real estate, both Smart Life Flexi, nssfug.org. I implore you to have a look there. Customer service at nssfug.org will respond to all queries. If it's Smart Life, if it's real estate, they would point you in the right direction.
Yeah.
And where we can, while I'm here, for example, people can come and let me know what their challenges are, and I would personally try and help.
Give someone that is in the diaspora and who has lost hope in investing in Uganda, but give that person hope to invest again, but also give them your advice to money matters, like handling their money that they work hard to earn here. I have to acknowledge the fact that that's firstly kind of like a personal, people have their reasons for why they do what they do. Yeah.
But what I will say is, for me, charity begins at home, right? Yeah. The state of affairs of our country is also in our hands, and how we can't just look on from the outside and you're not investing, but you're not, if you're not part of it, you will not be part of the solution. What I can say is the opportunities are there. The proof is in the pudding.
Yes.
The testimonials exist. We try our best to talk about, to get people who are like ambassadors, who have, for example, saved with us and been able to get their money out, to talk about their stories. And what we can say is, I can't speak for the whole country, but I can speak for Nssf to say that we are a credible organization. We have been at it for decades. Savers, people who are collecting their money from us, are happy and confident. It's not all dire. It's not all doom and gloom. There's so much opportunity there. For some people, I know they, live in the diaspora, but many of them I find say they want to retire back home. Yeah. Right? For you to retire, you should have a plan. What's your plan for when you come there? Yeah. Do you have any savings? Do you have any passive income you're generating there? Or are you planning on, surviving off what you make here? So for me, I think it's just a personal decision to say, let me have something, both sides. Maybe not big, but have something there. And if you do decide to go that route of having some level of investment, come to us first. We are credible, like I said. And
lastly, I want you to look into your camera and in a few words, give your advice to the world.
My advice?
Yeah.
Does it have to be Nssf related?
No, not Nssf related. From the bottom of your heart, what do you pass to the world? Like, for me, I pass love.
I think my takeaway, which I also try to remind myself every day, is 2 things I always try to remind myself. The first one is gratitude. Because what you have may seem so basic to you,
Yeah.
but to someone else it could be their wish.
Yes.
Being grateful keeps you humble, it keeps you grounded, it keeps you just a much better person, you know? Gratitude is the big one, and I know it's not easy. We all once in a while complain, but gratitude. And the second one is just being kind, because kindness, you don't know what one act of kindness means to somebody else, you know?
Yeah.
And it really is the human, as human beings, we all want someone to be kind to us. So just from the most fundamental basis, I would say kindness is a huge one. And I know these things are not easy. They're easier said than done, but just trying is a good one.
Well, thank you very much, Janet, and thank you for those insightful moments. And I love that part of the show because it gives a personal touch to the show, and it also instills people courage, instills a lot of motivation. People are living in so many hard times these days, and different people have different hurdles in life, and anything and everything that we're talking about is money related. And money being the factor, you must be able to know how to keep it. So that concludes our program tonight, and we have been hosting the beautiful Janet Mugume, and she flew all the way from Uganda to Canada, and she's the representative of Nssf, but the manager sales for the real estate department of Nssf. And it was amazing having her on the show. And again, we've been streaming live on Global Events Canada web platform. And join us again next time in yet again another episode of the program. And I've been George Willobo. And joining me, someone that has been so much behind everything, is Mark Mugaga of Swiss Effect. And we've been here at 53 Bakersfield Street. And guess what? We are also at the Creative Hub Studios, that is the home for Swiss Effect and Abu Shots. I will catch you next time, and ciao.